A clash of perspectives. The forest was alive with its usual symphony, the rustle of leaves, the murmur of the stream, and the distant hum of insects. Yet, amid the harmony, a heated debate broke the peace. The wolf paced in frustration, his tail swishing as he spoke. Confidence without substance is a hollow thing. Arrogance only drives others away. The raccoon, lounging against the trunk of the elm, smirked. But a little flair can inspire, don't you think? Sometimes, being proud of who you are gives others something to admire. Or something to despise, the wolf shot back. Their argument grew louder, each unwilling to yield, until a voice from above cut through their exchange. "My dear friends," called the parrot, his tone calm but commanding, "this quarrel reminds me of an old story. Shall I tell you of the peacock who learned the weight of his vanity?" The wolf paused mid-step, and the raccoon tilted her head, curiosity sparking in her eyes. They both nodded, eager to hear the lesson hidden within the parrot's tail. With a flourish of his wings, the parrot began. "Then listen closely, for this is a story of beauty, pride, and the humbling power of self-awareness. The parrot's tale, the peacock's vanity." The wolf and the raccoon sat beneath the shade of a broad elm tree, their argument about self-importance echoing through the forest. The raccoon believed confidence could inspire others, while the wolf growled that arrogance only led to disdain. Perched above them, the parrot ruffled his feathers and spoke. "My friends, let me tell you a tale of the peacock who learned the cost of his vanity." The Peacock's Rise. "Once," began the parrot, "in a vibrant jungle, there lived a peacock with feathers so dazzling that even the flowers envied their colors. His tail shimmered with hues of emerald, sapphire, and gold, and wherever he walked, the jungle creatures stopped to admire his beauty. At first, the peacock was humble, grateful for the admiration he received. But as time passed, he began to see himself as superior to the other animals. 'Look at them,' he would scoff. 'Dull fur, plain feathers. They are lucky to even stand in my shadow.' The peacock soon refused to join the animals in their daily tasks, claiming he was too important to toil. He strutted through the jungle, demanding praise and basking in his own glory. The more the creatures flattered him, the more pompous he became. The turning point. But one day, the parrot continued, a great drought struck the jungle. The rivers ran dry, and the fruits withered on the trees. The animals banded together, working tirelessly to dig for water and gather the few resources that remained. The peacock, however, refused to help. 'Why should I dirty my feathers with such labor?' he said, preening himself. 'My beauty is a gift to this jungle. That should be enough.' The other animals, tired and hungry, began to resent the peacock's arrogance. They stopped praising him, turning their attention to survival instead. The once admired peacock found himself ignored, his vibrant feathers no longer a source of awe, but a reminder of his selfishness. The consequences. As the drought worsened, the peacock's vanity became his downfall. His brilliant feathers, which had once drawn admiration, now made him a target. Predators, desperate for food, spotted him easily in the barren landscape. Without the support of the other animals, the peacock had no one to warn him or protect him. One day, a hungry hawk swooped down, its sharp talons cutting through the air. The peacock tried to flee, but his heavy tail slowed him down. He barely escaped with his life, his glorious feathers torn and tattered. Humbled and bruised, the peacock limped back to the animals he had scorned. "I see now that my vanity blinded me," he said. "I thought my beauty made me special, but it only made me alone." The animals, moved by his sincerity, allowed him to rejoin their efforts. The peacock, though no longer as dazzling as before, worked tirelessly alongside them, earning their respect through action rather than appearance. The lesson for the forest. The parrot looked down at the wolf and raccoon, his gaze steady. "Arrogance," he said, "is a mask that blinds us to our weaknesses. True greatness lies not in how others see us, but in how we contribute to those around us. Confidence can inspire, but unchecked pride leads to isolation." The wolf nodded slowly. "The peacock's beauty was nothing without the trust of the jungle." The raccoon added, "And his lesson reminds us that even the brightest feathers can't shield us from the consequences of our actions." The parrot flapped his wings and smiled. "Exactly. Let this tale remind us that it is not the brilliance of our appearance, but the strength of our character that truly defines us." Moral: arrogance may dazzle for a moment, but it isolates in the end. True respect is earned through humility and contribution, not through vanity and self-importance. Epitaph of the Peacock's Vanity. Beneath these words lies a caution clear. Arrogance breeds isolation, not cheer. Beauty may shine, but character stands, for respect is earned, not claimed by demands. Let this tale of feathers remind the proud that true greatness thrives with hearts unbowed. And so, the forest echoed once more with harmony, the tale of the peacock, a lesson etched into the hearts of its listeners. For in every corner of the world, whether in the depths of the jungle or the shadows of this very forest, pride has its place, but never at the cost of connection. The wolf, ever wary of arrogance, found wisdom in the parrot's words. He resolved to temper his judgments with kindness, for even the fiercest heart can grow stronger with compassion. The raccoon, spirited and bold, learned that while confidence can light a path, humility strengthens the bridge to others. She vowed to balance her flair with the substance of sincerity. As for the parrot, his role as the storyteller endured, for it is stories, like the one of the peacock, that remind us of what it means to be truly great, not in appearance, but in the deeds that leave a legacy of unity and respect. Let us take this wisdom with us as we journey through our own stories. For though our feathers may differ, it is the kindness of our hearts and the strength of our character that define the colors of our lives.